Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox, that's Ben Olson. We're the founders of lsatdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Camille, who is asking about a gap year.
Camille writes, "Hello, my name is Camille, and I am looking for some advice on taking a gap year. I took a diagnostic test with no prior prep and scored a 156. I am graduating next May. It's currently August or September, and my dad has been pressuring me to go straight to law school with the expectation I will go to a T14. Okay.
High standards. I mean,
Wait.
There's no point to why is your dad pressuring you to go straight through K through JD?
I think the bigger issue here is, do you want to go to law school? Because what the fuck your dad wants you to do is not going to be good in the long run. I mean, I'm sure he wants the best for you. I want the best for my kids. But ultimately, you got to do something that you want to do. And I don't see that here in this sentence.
Yeah.
Anyways, Camille continues, I have a 3.95 GPA. And by the way, sorry, your 156 diagnostic is incredible.
Yeah.
Your GPA of 3.95 is excellent.
Yeah.
So you can't go to a T14 with a 156. You got to bring it up, but you have the potential to bring it up very high. You already have a very good GPA. So you're the kind of person who can possibly go to a T14. I just want to make sure you're going because you want to. I feel like the dad vibes are just not good here. I feel like Camille is doing what her dad wants, not what she wants.
Take a year off, Camille. Take a gap year. I mean, could you do it this way? I suppose. Is there any point to doing it this way? Absolutely not. Camille's already graduating from undergrad in 3 years.
Oh, wow. There's something going on here. Anyways, Camille writes, I have a 3.95 GPA, but between a heavy course load, I'm graduating in 3 years, research for my thesis, and my summer internship, I have dedicated very little to studying and no, I will not perform well on the September LSAT, which I am currently signed up for. Immediately cancel that, please.
Yeah.
After some thinking, I decided a gap year would be best for me so that I can strengthen my application and avoid burnout. I have 2 questions, semicolon, should be a colon. 1, should I take the September LSAT or just bite the registration fee and wait to take it for the first time next year? 2, what timeline should I implement to take the LSAT this time next year?
Well, don't wait till this time next year, Camille, because we want you applying this time next year. By the time this goes out, it's going to be early September. We want you applying in early September for the following September admission. So that doesn't mean wait for the September LSAT. You should be taking the LSAT at the latest next summer, but probably even next spring. That's to only take 1 gap year. So consider 2 gap years, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
If you wait for your first LSAT for next September, it is true that with a 156, someone as obviously talented as Camille is, I think that she probably could take it once and score in the 170s.
Yeah.
But why would she put so much pressure on one test? I would instead be mildly studying whenever you have time.
But she doesn't have
irony.
Time.
I know, but the irony is that people that are this busy can also find time to do an hour here or there for LSAT studies.
Yeah, I just don't want her to compromise her GPA. I think she needs to recognize that the LSAT doesn't matter right now. Gap year, 2 gap years really is what matters. And deeper, and I know she's going to hate me for this, do you want to go to law school? I think that's the most important question here.
Is this actually what you want to do, or is this just something that your folks are pressuring you into doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you do want to be a lawyer, let's presume she does. If she does want to be a lawyer.
Sorry. Don't kill me, Nate. But a lot of people who have this pressure believe they want it.
But they want it because their parents have forced it on them.
And they don't realize that they actually don't. So I feel like that's the biggest nut here that you have to crack, Camille. And once you've cracked that and it's true that in your deepest desire, this is what you want to do, then let's talk.
Yeah. I'd love to know what her thesis was about and how she feels about it. I'd love to know what her summer internship was and how that experience went. You know, I'd love, like, I'd ask her a question like, okay, so Camille, if you couldn't go to law school, what's your second choice? What would
Yeah.
be what's the alternative to law school? Because someone like Camille has a million great options.
Yeah.
If she's only seeing the law school path because dad is forcing her down the law school path potentially, then I feel like she's really missing a lot here. She's real young to be deciding that law is it. That said,
Okay.
let's suppose, just for purposes of argumentation,
Yes,
that Camille
exactly.
really does
Yeah.
want to be a lawyer.
Yep.
If she really does want to be a lawyer, I think that, you know, hey, look, school, there's a lot of breaks, right? You got 3 weeks off over Christmas. You've got time in the summers, you know, like cut down on some extracurriculars and find some time for LSAT studying. With an hour a day, I feel like an hour a day for a couple months gets Camille into the 170s. 156 is a killer diagnostic.
Yeah.
Really, 3.95, graduating in 3 years.
Yeah.
And a thesis and an internship. Like Camille's a badass. The test is just not that hard. For people who start with a 156, 176 is well within reach for Camille.
Yep.
So, but it's real easy, Camille. You prep, and I don't mean do a whole bunch of practice tests. Thoroughly review all your mistakes. Do drilling, that's one question at a time, and time sections here or there, you know?
Yeah. So you
Do
can
a
fit
time
it
section,
in when you have 20 minutes. Yep.
fit it in. Read my blog post called 1 Hour LSAT. It's like a whole study schedule of what to do with your first high quality 1 hour per day. If you can find that 1 hour per day over Christmas or over the summer or whatever, I think that when you do sit down for practice tests, you're going to see them into the 170s fairly quickly. And when you see those PTs in the, let's say, mid 170s, because I don't want her to sell herself short with a 171, right? I feel like Camille can get a 178.
Yeah.
So when you see the mid 170s PTs, then go ahead and register for whatever the next official LSAT is. Don't decide what test you're taking first. Let the practice tests dictate. Once the practice tests indicate you're ready, sign up for the next official test, no matter when that is. Then also plan on taking the next official test after that and potentially the next official test after that. Because law schools are only going to care about your highest score.
Yeah.
Then when you're done with the LSAT and it's early fall, then apply. So to only take one gap year, we really want you applying like a year from now.
Yeah.
So we want you to have the LSAT and all your backups done a year from now. So boy, I'd like tell your dad, hey dad, Camille has to take one gap year.
At least.
I mean, it would just be insane. She's selling herself so short if she doesn't take at least one gap year.
She can go to a top school for a low price.
Yeah.
Like, let's not fuck this up.
Yeah. And it would be hard for her to do that and also graduate in 3 years. Like take the LSAT once when she's not even prepared. And no, I mean, you're selling yourself short. Why would you do that? She's done so much good work already. This is the last.
Don't waste
you
it.
Could, fuck it up. This is fumble at the goal line, right?
Yeah.
And so let's not fumble at the goal line. It's only first down. So take your time with the prep. Take the LSAT when the practice tests indicate you're ready. Plan on multiple backups. So I'd be thinking sometime in the spring, I would guess you'd probably have PTs in the 170s. Schedule an LSAT and the next one and the next one. So, you know, like whatever those dates are. And we do have them here. So let me look that up real quick. lsat.link /dates. Is it also lsatdemon.com /dates? Anyways, it's lsat.link /dates. And there is a test in, there's a test in October. There's a test in November of 2025, but I don't think Camille's going to be ready for that because she's going to be during the semester. Maybe the January test. If she can squeeze in some studying during the semester, hit it hard during winter break, register for the January 7 through 10 LSAT. Deadline for that, though, is in November. So unless her PTs aren't, if her PTs are there, then sure, register. But if her PTs aren't there, then don't register.
Yeah, just take it when you're ready. That's all that matters.
There's a test in February. There's a test in April. There's a test in June.
Yeah.
And for her to only take one gap year, I think she needs to take multiples of those tests. Presumably, there will also be an August and September test in 2026. They haven't announced those dates yet, but there probably will be there. I just wouldn't wait for those to be the first attempt. Not if you're trying to only take one gap year. And
agreed.
Open yourself up to the possibility of 2 gap years, because who gives a shit? It's going to change the price of law school by $150,000, or it's going to open the doors to Harvard, Stanford, Yale.
Yeah.
There's no reason for her to rush here.
No. And I think your dad will see that if he wants the best for you, which I'm sure he does. So also invite him to go to lsat.link/parents. You and him can check out our free class there for parents.
Yeah, we've done a couple of those.
Yeah.
And they've been helpful. Got a lot of older folks in the room, and they're asking good questions about their kids. And Ben and I try to answer, with the same, like, our goal is not just to get you squeaking into law school.
Yeah.
Our goal is to get you going to the right school and at the right price.
Yeah.
And that almost always involves just slowing down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
These people are hard fucking chargers, right?
Yeah.
But that's how you fumble at the goal line. So just slow down here. Safety first, because Camille has already won, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, wrap it up there.
That's it. Yeah. Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.